Namaste, Virgo. This is going to be an annual forecast for you for the year 2021, January through December. Um, this is like I was asked to do this, and it's something that I have done over the past couple years, but not exactly quite like this. Those of you who watch my channel, you probably expected me to be using the hashtag creepy deck to do it. First of all, I don't know where those cards are. I haven't used them in a while. I didn't even think to use them until I was like, okay, I'll do the yearly forecast. And I found the box, I found the book, and I'm like, where are the cards? I feel like the guides hid them, not wanting us to use them. So what I'm using is the Angel and Animal Tarots. I have all the major arcanas for both of those decks here. And then if I have to do any clarifications, I'm going to use the rest of the deck. So the minor arcana from these two decks. Both of these are shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle these again in front of you in a moment and also cut them and all of that so you can see. And if I have to do any clarifications, I'm just going to pull them off the back. When I do my clarifications, I like to take upright cards. So like, for example, I wouldn't use this one. I wouldn't use this one. And I'd keep looking until I came to an upright card. All right, so on that note, we're going to get started. For you guys, I'm beginning with Major Arcana card 15, Ego or the Devil. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things and negative or fear-based thoughts. So there could be some sort of energy around you if it's not an actual, tangible thing that you can put your hand on or touch that is sort of making you feel as if you're prohibited from moving forward in some way, in some capacity, some area of your life. And it could just be an emotion. It could be fear. It could be an unwillingness to forgive somebody, right? So that's holding you in position. Regret, resentment, those guilt, blame, those things keep us sort of frozen and, unable to move. Or it could just have something to do with a Capricorn. That's another option. The devil represents the sign of Capricorn. And again, we're starting with January. That will be Capricorn season up until, is it the 21st of January? I think so. And then that's when Aquarius starts. Anyway, also upright is Major Arcana card 1, the Magician, which represents the sign of Gemini. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them, and life is magical. One of the other things that maybe is going to make you feel like you're unable to make progress is perhaps, I don't know, Mercury retrograde. But that's not until the end of January, if I remember correctly. But it could be something having to do with Mercury or Gemini. Actually, you are ruled by Mercury. Along with people like me that are Geminis. So it could definitely have something to do with Mercury. And it could still be energy from some of these moons that we're experiencing now. They are very powerful. Like the Gemini full moon, for example, came with a partial lunar eclipse. And then the subsequent Sagittarius full moon, new moon, and full solar eclipse. Gemini's opposite axis is Sagittarius. Like I said, that one had a full solar eclipse. And so those, you could feel that energy for months, or it could affect you for months. So it's possible that that's why this is coming up. Or maybe a Gemini is significant to you, and or this could just be here because it is a very, very powerful period of manifestation for you. So it's warning you here, coupled with the devil, that if you have negative thoughts on your mind while you're in this energy, you're going to manifest negativity. You're going to draw things that you don't want closer to you. So watch your thoughts. Like, get rid of this sort of energy if this is what you're dealing with. And, if you have anything in your mind that's like this, you have the ability to turn that all around. When you have the energy of the Magician with you, you are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them, and life is magical, or at least it can be. Also, these two cards together can be about somebody's reputation, like a bad reputation, not necessarily yours, but maybe you're dealing with some sort of gossip or some issue like that. Or I guess on a more positive note, like a bad boy or a bad girl, that the stereotypical, sort of bad boy or bad girl. But this person is also very smart, very, so supposed to be like a smart aleck, like somebody who is very sarcastic, and or using the energy of the magician to remove yourself from a situation that is toxic, or a relationship with somebody, a friendship or whatever that is toxic. So since we've looked at these two, I'm going to just throw them in here, and then I will begin to shuffle. So opening first to Justice, Major Arcana card 8, which represents the sign of Libra and can sometimes be about legality. So maybe legally removing yourself from something or releasing something, with Death showing up also, the end of a circumstance, scenario, energy that you're dealing with, phase, the moon. As I mentioned, maybe it's tied to the energy of the moon. Here is Leo and strength. There's a Leo full moon in January. Toward the end, I think it's the 28th. So it is near that Mercury retrograde. I think that's the 30th. And since this is the third or fourth time I'm seeing the Empress for you guys, it's like the only one that I didn't mention by name, but I'm sure you saw it in the camera. I figure on that note, let's cut seeing it again. And now your overall energy is yet again the Magician. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them, and life is magical. The next card is the Emperor. It is in reverse. So I'm going to go around the deck, around with these cards twice. I'm going to make 3 rows of 4 cards each. That will then become 8 cards each. This first group is general energy for you. And then I'm going to go around again, and that will be your love and relationship card. And like I said, if we see anything like, I don't know, the Tower, the Three of Swords. I haven't seen the Three of Swords yet. And I'm up to Virgo, and I started from the beginning of the zodiac with Aries. So, but, you know, well, we're not going to see the Three of Swords likely because I'm dealing with the major arcana. But even in clarifying and pulling cards, and I've pulled quite a few for some signs, I haven't seen the Three of Swords. But let's say I did. Again, I will clarify those with the other. I will clarify something like that with the other deck. So, just starting out, I want everybody to understand that this is a year with the Magician as your overall energy. This is a year where you guys are manifesting very, very quickly. 2021. So now we're going to start again with January. General energy is awakening on the Hangman. So this is about letting something go too. It could be just an energy. It could be something tangible. Look at things in a different way and all will make sense. Don't worry if your progress is halted temporarily. Things will soon start moving again. So it could feel like nothing's happening around you. Again, like you're stuck. And that could be tied to that energy of the devil. Something is needing to be let go of in order to move forward. And it's probably in your love and relationship. With Major Arcana card 21, the World, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, and the path toward enlightenment. This is about the end of a phase, the end of a cycle, something coming full circle. Being eased out of a situation that's no longer serving you and eased into another one. That doesn't mean alone. It could be with your partner, you know, if you are coupled, but leaving some aspect or dynamic or something of the relationship or some emotions, negative emotions likely, whether they're yours, your partner's, or both of you have some to let go of, leaving that in the past and moving on to better energy in the future. And for some of you, you may be wanting to do that. The energy of the World can require some patience too. And you got the 12 and the 21. So this could be something that starts going on for you in December now that you'll still be dealing with in January. But also you have that energy of 3, and 3s can be representative of a need to be patient in order for something to play out completely. February. General energy. Death. So this too is about letting go of something again and moving on to the next phase. So like I said, this might take a while to play out and you could still be dealing with something, or there could be something else that that you're releasing. Major arcana card, death, most directly represents the sign of Scorpio. It's time to release the past and to move on to something new. This ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. So you're letting go of something so that you can move forward. And in love and relationship, major arcana card 9, the Hermit. This is your energy, Virgo. Take time for contemplation. To retreat is to go within. Be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment as well. Yeah, that all sounds great. But in traditional tarot practice, when the Hermit shows up in your love and relationship, whether he's upright or reversed, and there's no reversals in this particular deck, but it doesn't matter. If we were using the Rider-Waite and it was upside down, it would still mean the same thing. Rekindling relationships from the past. So some of you have exes going back, and maybe coming back, and maybe that's what it is, what you need to release, like once and for all, the energetic connection to an ex or something, let that go. Or maybe you need to let go of somebody that you're dealing with currently so that this ex can return to you. Or maybe you're single and somebody returns to your life and you need to let go of whatever you went through with them before, the emotions that are attached to you being hurt, or you having hurt them, or both, so that you guys can move forward. March, general energy. Major arcana card 18, the Moon. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes. Release fears that hold you back. So I don't think I mentioned that the Hangman represents the energy of Pisces. The World for me is fire. And then you got more water with the Death, and then your own energy with the Hermit, Virgo, and now the Moon is more Pisces. The Moon is, more importantly, about you paying very close attention to your intuition and allowing it to guide you through whatever it is you're dealing with in your life at this time. This too could be attached to 1221. 1221, there's so much going on that has not gone on in decades, in centuries in some cases. There's things that haven't happened that will happen on the 21st in 20 years, in 200 years, in 400 years, and in 800 years. And won't happen again for a long time. So we are in a very special time. And I've seen it. Other people claim to have seen it. And to understand what it's about, that there's going to be some serious upgrades. So those of you who've never experienced any sort of like psychic ability or awareness or strong intuition, you very likely will begin to. And those of you who already do have some sort of, gifts will likely strengthen. So coming off of that, now we're here in March. You got to use those gifts to navigate through your life. Very important during the month of March. Also, you may not know why. You may not know why you're being guided to do one thing or another, but you need to trust yourself, those gifts, that psychic awareness, gut feelings, instincts, whatever you want to call them, intuition, or whatever it is that you've been blessed with. And you want to trust the universe that gave them to you, and or God, or whatever you believe in, and that everything's going to be fine, and release any fear that may prohibit you, like the devil, from moving forward. And you'll find out why later. Like the universe will reveal it, in divine time. And love and relationship could be something going on with somebody that is older than you, very possibly an older male and or, masculine energy. Structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role, as you have much wisdom to offer. So the Emperor most directly represents the signs of Aries and Scorpio, and the planet Mars, which rules them both. And in love and relationships can be about May-December relationships. So like I said, somebody's older than the other, or relationships that take time to develop. Like they may not have this sort of instant physical attraction necessarily, or something else, but for whatever reason you're around this person, there's some sort of connection, and a relationship, a genuine one, can develop over time with this person. And or um, somebody could be sort of bossy and trying to, lead you around. And this is about you taking back your power and not allowing that to happen. That's another possibility. April, general energy. Major Arcana card 14, balance or temperance. This card represents the signs of Sagittarius and, for me, Aquarius as well. Because there's almost always on every deck that I've used, which is a lot of different decks, like a water bearer, or what looks to me to be a water bearer, at least, on the front of the card when it's temperance. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. Temperance is a card of restoration, recovery, where something was lost, we are getting it back, or stolen from us, we're getting that thing back, or something of equal value or greater value to us. Relationships can be worked out. It's a card of negotiations and collaborations and looking past differences and coming to some sort of, agreement, consensus, all those things. So working things out, even if you had stark differences, like one person is older, one person is younger, and you're like, I don't know how we're going to possibly be together. You figure out a way. I'm white, you're black. How it's frowned upon. What are we going to do? You figure out a way. It's that sort of thing. April. Love. April love. Yes. The High Priestess. This is a time to pause and reflect, not to take action. Trust in your spiritual gifts, as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. So April, this is about being very, very attractive to other people. Physically, just your energy. You draw people to you. They want to know you. They want to be around you. They want to date you. They want to love you. You may have your choice in suitors, whether you're interested or not. When the High Priestess shows up like this in the love, it's like you gotta be pushing them away sometimes. They're beating down the door. If it does have to do with some sort of decision or action that you're needing to take in your life, this is another card that guides you to pay very, very close attention to your intuition and any other information you have, at your fingertips. This is signs and synchronicities, things you're reading, sounds, repeating numbers, name recognition. This is all of that, butterflies in your stomach, a sinking feeling in your stomach. Pay attention to it all and then use all that information to determine what your next move is going to be. And then this energy also comes with the warning that you may want to remain quiet about whatever that is. Like when you make a decision, my next move is this. So I'm going to, start doing this now. I'm taking this approach. Don't share it until like after you do and it's successful. Because when she shows up, for me at least, the way I pick it up, it's like it's warning you of a possibility of somebody being out there that's not real, that may come across as a friend, but that's kind of a hater, somebody that's maybe in your cipher, and they just throw negative energy toward what it is you're trying to accomplish. And who needs that, right? Remember, we're in this place of manifestation, so we don't want to be blocked by a hater. We'll just keep it to ourselves. And the High Priestess represents the sign of Gemini also. Speaking of Gemini, we're moving on to May, when for some, it could be their birthday, some Geminis. And your general energy is the Chariot, Major Arcana card 7, which represents the sign of Cancer. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. This is a card of victory, movement, moving, modes of transportations, planes, trains, automobiles, traveling, vacations, cohabitation, promotion, success, getting a new car. Like, it's just a really awesome card, especially in the general sense. And in love and relationship, you have Major Arcana card 5, Unity, or the Hierophant, which represents the sign of Taurus. It's also Taurus season in May, or it's actually more so than being Gemini season, it's Taurus season in May. Embrace this time of deep spiritual growth. You may feel called to act as a mentor, to find a new teacher, or to spend time with others who are also on a sacred path. So again, with these very spiritual cards here, the Hermit, the Hangman, the High Priestess, and the energy that we picked up with the 1221. I think the first several months you are really going through like a spiritual evolution. There's a lot of growth for you, a lot of expansion in that area. And then by the time you get here, you may be realizing that the people, places, and things with which you surround yourself don't necessarily match your vibration. And if something or someone is sort of conflicting with your energy, you know, you are going to want to match yourself or surround yourself with people, places, and things of a vibration like your own or greater, higher than your own, from whom you can learn something. The Hierophant, particularly in love, is all, or especially in love, I guess, is also about contracts up to and including marriage. So this can be engagements, commitments, again, cohabitation, whatever that next level of commitment would be for you, or to start dating if you're single. This could be a start for you. You meet somebody who on a spiritual level, there's a spiritual connection there, a tie. June, general energy. And it is Major Arcana card 11, Strength, which represents the sign of Leo. True strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. You have tremendous personal power and courage. So it could boil down to that, like people seeking your forgiveness around this time, or you seeking people, and you just have the ability to face anything and everything that comes your way when strength is there. Strength is also one of these cards that doesn't matter what area of your life it is that's being read. It could be your finances, your love life. Strength shows up particularly upright, although being in reverse isn't bad either. This is a positive card. This means like finances on an uptick. You know, you should be meeting somebody who is strong in terms of emotionally strong, healthy. They can support you. You can support them. The relationship is strong. It's on a foundation. That's what's, so this is very positive in any and every area. And for your love and relationship, we have the Tower. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. It is time to spread your wings. So the Tower can be about an actual tower structure, like a home. Again, I just mentioned cohabitation here. So it's possible that that's what that is. But this would be one of those times, like I said, when we will pull a clarifying card just to see. This could also be the revelation that you're surrounded by people, or you're attached to people. Maybe you're involved romantically with somebody that does not match your vibration. Or this could be you coming to a realization, oh my goodness, I think that we are soulmates. I think that we are twin flames. I think that we are something. You could be having that kind of spiritual revelation too. But let's pull the next card that is upright. Three of Autumn. Your most satisfying and profitable career, I'd say relationship too, comes from following your passions, listening to your heart, and doing what brings you joy. Your life purpose is best fulfilled by allowing your true talents and true self to shine forth out into the world. So for me, the Three of Pentacles is a card that is about abundance that is earned. So you're getting this relationship, a healthy relationship, because you deserve a healthy relationship. This could be somebody, or an abundant relationship. This could be somebody you met at work or through work, with it being the Three of Pentacles. Also, it could be a relationship that takes time to develop, like I described here. Maybe it's with your boss, and so that's, maybe that's why the Temperance had to show up too. It's like taboo. So time to develop, patience with the number 3 there also. But you shouldn't be worried about the time that it takes to develop, because you see this person in a really positive light. Like they have the makings to fit the bill for what you've been looking for, and vice versa. It's a positive card in terms of relationship. Usually I'm tempted to be greedy if there's another one that's upright. It's not upright, but I'm still tempted. So let's see what the next one is too. And yeah, there's an opportunity that's going to come out about to, probably engage in a relationship or strengthen a relationship. And it could be with an ex. It's sitting here underneath the Hermit. Rekindling that relationship still could be happening. This person could still be calling, texting, all of that. And, you're going to need to decide what to do in June. And it says, be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. Like, don't just immediately dismiss it. Think about it. Could be the end of any difficulties that you've had in the past. Again, releasing all the past. Or you could be letting somebody else go so that this person can enter, or vice versa. The end of a career path, project, or relationship brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. I'll do one more because that was the Ten of Swords. Yeah, something new, awesome wants to begin. And now I won't be greedy anymore. The next card again is upside down. I'm going to leave well enough alone. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience for you. It may be the first blush of romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. And I think it could be, like I said, combinations of those. You could be awakening to some sort of spiritually based relationship. I'll just leave these here. We already know they're upside down. Okay, July. That's love. General energy. Major Arcana card 14 again. So you have the Temperance here, and now you got it again. By merging varying points of view, you can now generate an extraordinary new idea. Compromise with others and collaborate to discover a better solution. So in both placements, in both months, it's in this placement of general energy. And again, Temperance represents the sign of Sagittarius. The world, which is what you're starting with here, in your love and it's in the same placement as well. It's in love here, and it's in love in this month as well. This card feels like fire to me, the world. And I've never attributed it to any one sign, but maybe it's Sagittarius, maybe it is the planet Jupiter, who was Sagittarius's ruler, that's coming in with some sort of karmic energy for you. And it's probably surrounding, again, letting something go so that something new can begin here. Congratulations on successfully accomplishing what you set out to do and letting something go. You've made it through the challenges and incorporated the lessons that life offered you with grace and courage. And so now, here is the restoration. Here is the recovery that Temperance provides. And here is the energy that Jupiter or Mars, like I said, a fire energy, of easing you out of that situation that's come full circle, come to an end, and into a new one. August, possibly your birthday time. General energy. Very nice. Major Arcana card, Judgment. This is another abundance that is earned card for me. It's time to get clarity about your life purpose and to make changes so that you're on the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment. That means let it go. If it was hurt, it was whatever that's in the past, just leave it there. So it could be attached to this other stuff. Forgive what has been. Just release it without judgment. And fearlessly embrace what's to come. So this new stuff. And this is definitely some sort of blessing from the universe that's coming in a general sense. Also, in a general sense, this can be about second chances, a second time around in some area of your life. It is about promotion, recognition, being uplifted in some way. Could definitely be financial. It could be basically in any area. Some sort of blessing that you deserve. You earned it, whether through some labor down here on this plane or because of your karma and the inner work you've done, all that kind of stuff. Something's paying off. And the Magician in your love and relationship. Maybe something's paying off and you're going to get not only something that you need or want, but something that you yourself have been trying to draw towards yourself. Here with the Magician showing up. There is magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful. And I like that this is showing up in a birthday month for you because, again, it's your overall energy. And now you're getting it doubly. You, in August, really, really strong manifestation, power, and energy for you. So everything you think about, everything you focus on, you have the ability to draw it toward you. Use it wisely. September. Some of you celebrating your birthday in September. General energy. Major Arcana card 3, the Empress. Very nice. The Empress represents the planet Venus. And the signs that she rules, your fellow earth sign, Taurus, Libra, and Gemini. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. So, in a general sense, she's about abundance. She's about growth, expansion. That's another meaning for the numbers three, actually, too. Threes are about creativity and creation, and maybe becoming abundant through our creative outlets is a possibility. This is another card of being just extremely attractive. It's not in your love and relationship placement, it's in your general, but you could be extremely attractive at work. People want to hire you. People want to work with you. People want to collaborate with you. You know, you are attracting orders or clients, supporters, however, you know, your job works. Again, you're attracting in this area, you're attracting abundance. And it's a very fertile time in a literal sense too. If you've been wanting to have a baby, or somebody could be learning that they are having a baby, or actually giving birth in the month of September to another Virgo, maybe. A sun, perhaps. Major Arcana card 19. Your plans will work out well, bringing you happiness, prosperity, and success. You'll garner the recognition for your accomplishments that you so richly deserve. Major Arcana card 19 represents the sign of Sagittarius yet again. So this is more this Jupiter, perhaps. Jupiter is the planet of growth and expansion. I just talked about growth and expansion. Also karma and luck. But yeah, these two cards together, somebody could, again, not only be giving birth, but giving birth to a male child or become pregnant with a male child, a son. The sun, otherwise, in terms of love and relationship, can be attached to needing a break. So you may need a break as an individual. Your partner may need a break as an individual. And if they do, then it's up. You're going to need to remember and realize that it has nothing to do with you. It's about them needing a break. They may be tired. They may have something going on in their life that doesn't involve you. They need a break. Or you guys may need a break together, and you may want to go on vacation or something like that. Take some time away from the world together, and maybe in a warm climate or something. Where there are medical situations, this is in your love and relationship placement, but especially if it has to do perhaps with having a baby, there's some sort of, delay maybe, or something goes on, a high risk. The sun is also indicative of, good outcomes, positive outcomes, like everything's going to be fine. October, general energy. It is another major arcana card, Judgment. Review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. It is time to move in a new direction. So like I said, abundance that's earned. Again, and this is like a karmic energy. It's major arcana. So I feel like the reason I'm using the major arcana is because I feel like I wanted to pull the cards that represented the energy that you're definitely going to experience, not that you may. So, everybody may experience it in different ways, but I feel like karmic energy is unavoidable. It's just how we react to it is up to us, but whether it comes toward us is not. Anyway, this is energy that you want to come toward you because, again, it's about abundance that's earned, the way that I read it. And represents the planet Pluto in the sign of Scorpio, which it rules. Again, this can be promotion, recognition, raise, some sort of positive opportunity for you, something coming to you, and also potentially a second chance at something. And in love and relationship, a brand new start. Maybe, again, with your new baby, your new family, new relationship, could have given birth to a new relationship, given birth to a new phase in a relationship the month prior, and now you're experiencing that. With the Dreamer or the Fool, you're starting a new adventure. Run free and take a leap of faith. And I love how this falls underneath the Ace of Cups, because I think it's all like, this is where it started, and you're just on this journey of cycles ending, new beginnings starting very, very quickly, with this energy of the Magician that surrounds you all month, all year rather. November, general energy. The Devil, that's what we started with, right? A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things and negative or fear-based thoughts. Maybe things are going so good, you get scared. You know how that happens? Like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, and then you start to like shrink back into like a and mess up your own energy, and or could have something to do with a Capricorn, perhaps. Let's see what the love and relationship card is. It is the devil as well. Wow. Wow. You may feel that you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus upon material wealth and break free of negative thinking. I think, obviously, it's not going to be for everybody, but somebody may feel trapped, again, with a pregnancy. Like, I wasn't ready for all this, and here this is. I didn't want this. Um, for some people, it could be maybe outside of their other relationship, and maybe that's why I had to pull so many cards here. You had a few threes, maybe having to do with a party of three, like an extra person in the situation. But we certainly will pull another card for these two devils. I think somebody also toxic could be around too. Okay, so this is a deck upright. So we're going to do this again. This is the next upright card. And it's the Six of Pentacles. So you could be feeling strapped for cash, and or in your relationship, like it's not reciprocal, it's not even, it's not equal, it's not equitable in a relationship that you're in. Gifts of time, money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, and receiving a loan or paying off debts. Six of Pentacles is about timely assistance, as if it like fell out of the sky from the universe. So since you have this in your general energy and your love and relationship, I mean, something in your general life could be affecting your relationship other than your partner. Like maybe everything between you and your partner is fine, but there's financial issues, and you, again, like I said, you guys are strapped for cash, and so that's problematic. That could be one thing, but in terms of a relationship with this card, it is about the ability to give and receive, and love needing to be able to pass both ways. Everybody needs to work on being able to do both of those things in order for love to be healthy. And this is about reciprocity, like I said, and equity and equality in relationships, and mutual respect and adoration. Where it does have to do with money, it's a job all of a sudden, or it's you're standing at the cash, at the register, and you don't have enough to pay, and you look down, and there's a $20 bill on the floor, and then you pick that up, and you can pay for the rest of your groceries. It's student aid, so that you can go to school. It's the credit card purchase going through. It's being approved for a credit card or a loan or something when you didn't expect to. Very timely assistance from the universe. And the next upright card is another Ace of Cups. Wow. So, okay, so here, with these two devils, I'm going to remind you not to allow yourself to slip into negative thinking, to always remain positive, that the universe provides, God provides, that you can provide for yourself, that you have the ability to manifest your own reality. And that is how you will bring this about, and that is how you will bring this about when you're having a period in your life, a phase, a temporary moment when you are feeling stuck and like you have no options, and maybe like you have limited resources or something. There may be financial resources. And last but not least, the month of December, general energy is another hangman. We started with the hangman. We're ending with the hangman. Represents the sign of Pisces, like I said before. Look at things from a different perspective. And you're at a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. As I mentioned before, the hangman has to do with letting go of something. So whether it's energy or something tangible, a person, place, or thing in your life, that's what it's about. But I tend to find that it's often emotions, negative emotions, things like guilt, things like blame, that we just have to release because they don't serve us. And we hold on to them and we harbor them. They don't hurt the person that we're harboring them toward either. Like they go about their life, they go on with their life, and we're the ones that's sitting around getting high blood pressure, you know. This could also be representative of the time. This is the 12th month. This is December. And so it could be, that could be why this 12 is showing up. And the Pisces energy, the energy of Neptune, very dreamy, very, a lot of illusions. This could be you with your head in the clouds, dreaming of, what's to come in the new year, 2022. And in your love and relationship placement, you are ending on Major Arcana card 6, the Lovers. So this is awesome. Intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. Everybody wants the Lovers in their position of love and relationship. This card most directly represents the sign of Gemini, but when it shows up with regard to love, it is about genuine connections, like real connections, like I said here, mutual respect, adoration, true love, equity, reciprocity, just a really, really good, healthy relationship for you. And I certainly wish that to all of you, to everybody that is watching. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, Virgo, and that I help you to navigate your year, to know what to expect. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. I try to answer every single comment that I receive. And when you are subscribing, please hit both the subscribe button and the bell button so that you'll hopefully receive your notifications. Namaste, Virgo.